Hey 143 fam, we're going to take a look at your August horoscopes here. For those of you interested in my giveaway this month, I'm going to be choosing two winners for a free reading. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. For an additional shot to win, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Tony Nielsen Official. All of my contact information is in the box below. All right, fam, let's jump into it and see what's in store for the month ahead. Hey, Pisces. This reading is for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then love. I'll have timestamps down below. Pisces general overview. August 2020. Very interesting energy to step into for this month, Pisces. Spirit's saying to change it up. What can you change up this month? Is it your wardrobe? Is it your look? I'm also feeling for some of you, you need to change up your thoughts so that you have better success with law of attraction. Change up the conversation that you're having with the universe. The Spirit's saying to focus on one change, whether it's a major or a minor change. Focus on one change. Even if it's baby steps forward, you're going to see results very quickly. It's the energy of change that's very important, regardless of what it is that you decide to focus on. So even if you're focusing on a wardrobe or a look, even if it's a minor change, you're showing the universe that you're welcoming in new, fresh energy that feels really important for you all month long. Let's get some cards for you. Pisces, general overview. All right, first card out for you here. Is this what you're changing up? Most importantly, biggest message coming through, your relationship with yourself. What conversations with yourself can you tweak? Can you change for the positive? Spirit's saying there are times, more often than not, you tend to be more supportive to other people than you are to yourself. It's time to be kind to you. I cannot stress that enough. That comes through very strong. This is all about self-love. This is about nurturing the self, but it feels like conversations, okay? Conversations you're having around you, the conversations you're having with yourself just in your own mind, okay? In your alone time, but also the conversations you're having about yourself to other people, when you're explaining yourself to other people, when you're meeting somebody for the first time. Higher vibing conversations, higher vibing compliments, higher vibing love toward you. If you can do that and shift that energy and that love and that conversation for yourself and toward yourself, you're going to call in some seriously quality people. And that's what I'm saying. A change may seem minor to you, but there are major rewards. It's the ripple effect, okay? So for those of you who are trying to call in a new relationship at this time, whether romantic or on the career front, it starts with changing up that conversation you're having with yourself. This person feels significant, but they're not going to come in if your self-love isn't on point, okay? Notice the signs is your challenge. I feel like Spirit has been trying to get you to focus in on yourself a little more, to redirect some of that positivity, not just outward to everybody else, but inward to you. You've been seeing signs, you've been channeling that message, you may be missing it. Whoa, this is awesome energy for you, Pisces. I'm even going to pull you an extra card. Okay. Shower of Abundance is your first outcome card here. I do feel like you are trying to manifest abundance, but I feel like you're missing areas where abundance can come in. Are you daydreaming? Are you manifesting? Absolutely. Are you consciously doing it? Yes. But it's almost like some of the areas in which Spirit tries to answer this prayer, are you overlooking those areas? Does it require you taking on some sort of risk or risk on yourself? Not looking for maybe another job elsewhere to make more money, but what if Spirit's showing you, hey, you are a born entrepreneur. It's time to take that step toward launching something of your own. Or if you are already an entrepreneur, Spirit's saying, okay, this is how you can bring in more clientele. This is how you're going to advertise differently. Yes, there's some money involved. Yes, there's some risk, but the reward is so much greater. I feel like you're missing something around money because the abundance is supposed to come in. The abundance is really already there. I do think for some of you, the missed signs have to do with some energy that needs to be cleared around you. It may not be missed signs because your eyes aren't open to them. It's missed because there's energy purposefully blocking you from some of these positive signs so that you can take positive steps forward throughout the month of August. If you feel like that's true for you, if you feel like you are investing energy into something and not getting the results that you feel are most realistic, even in regards to law of attraction, you're putting out a lot of energy for something and it's not coming back, you have to cleanse first. That's really key in terms of manifesting anything. It's not just about calling something new in or bigger in or expanding. We often have to cleanse energy first. If you don't know how to do that, although I think you probably do as Pisces, but if you don't, reach out to me. This is what I specialize in. But you have to cleanse energy first before you do your manifesting for any kind of abundance. This doesn't have to just be money. I feel like it's an abundance of love. Some of you are very consciously trying to call in at this time. I'm feeling you surrounded by new friends in the very near future, calling in some new soul family that just gets you a little bit more than other people you currently have around. Sirens in the back for dramatic effect here. Focus on service. This is always going to come through for Pisces, but this is your extra card. You're always taking care of other people, okay? And this is why Spirit is saying, take care of yourself just as well as you take care of everybody else. Take all that love that you're used to extending to those around you. Honestly, I think sometimes the perfect stranger is Pisces. Focus inward. That's where you're going to see this shift. If you feel like you're not getting good results, though, this may also be what Spirit's trying to show you. Look, we've heard your prayers. Look, you've asked and we are trying to answer, okay? But the sign here is that you need to cleanse energy because it hasn't come in. That is your sign. Don't miss that sign, okay? You know how to work with energy. You know all about law of attraction for the majority of you. So if you're not getting good results, it's really a sign to do some energy cleansing. Spirit's also saying, too, you have a relationship with somebody who has crossed over, who would like to be a bigger part of your life at this time. Somebody who has crossed over, someone who has passed away, who's crossed over, who would like to show up. Spirit saying stronger, who would like to show up stronger. So somebody who's already been guiding you, someone who has already showed up for you, but they want to deepen their relationship with you now. Is it something you're open to? Does it scare you? I don't think so, Pisces. I think you really want this. But there's somebody on the other side. This could also be pertaining to angels, to spirit guides. They want to deepen their relationship with you, but it feels like there's a little bit of a block. Could it be fear? For sure, I think for some of you. But you may just be missing that message. So hear that message and allow them all the way in. It feels like someone very significant to you. But I am feeling a majority message around someone who has crossed over, someone you are close to. You know that they pop in and they check in on you, but they want to take on more of an important role, sort of like a spirit guide. I'm seeing sort of like this protective energy. So for those of you who've been having a really hard time, it's a family member, it's a loved one who wants to show up and help guide you through it. Will you allow them to do that? They are showing you signs. They are trying to speak to you, but they need that affirmation, that free will from you, that you welcome them, that you will allow it, okay? Big message for you here, Pisces. That's a beautiful message. I feel like if that applies to you, you already know who that loved one is. Let them in. Let them help you. Let them guide you. Okay, Pisces, let's see how this applies to love. Pisces in love. Pisces in love. August 2020. I just heard the word jump. Jump, Pisces. The water isn't getting any warmer. Just jump. Jump right in. Like, as ridiculous as it is to say, like, there are plenty of fish in the sea. Yeah, but jump in so that you can meet them, you know? Don't be all, like, cozied up on the shore. Oh, I wonder why they're not coming. For single Pisces, get yourself in the water. Like, jump, jump. I'm also feeling like a leap of faith. For some of you who are a little bit guarded because you've maybe recently come out of a difficult relationship, I feel like you may be calling in really quality people, but you don't trust it, and you may not feel like you are fully ready. Now, you can honor that and take your time, but for some of you, it's almost like somebody really significant has showed up, and yet you hesitate. And Spirit's saying, like, what are you doing? This is of your high. You know that this is different energy. You know that this is a different kind of a person. Jump in, Pisces. The water's not getting any warmer than this. Like, it's not going to be more pleasant. It's not going to be less uncomfortable if you wait another month, you know? Interesting messages coming through for you, Pisces, for August, but this is really beautiful, intense energy for you. Clearly surrounded by a lot of love. Pisces in love. I just heard I got you, Pisces. I've got you, Pisces. One, I think for some of you, someone who you love, who's passed away, who's crossed over, they want to have your back. But I'm feeling that for those of you in committed relationships already, I've got you, Pisces. Someone wants to hold you down the way that you normally hold them down. Beautiful chemistry. I'm hearing and feeling intellectual chemistry. It is safe for you to love is what crosses this, and this is your challenge. Single Pisces, you're holding on to some fear and some pain from the past. And I don't even think it's pain anymore. I think that you've probably healed the pain and you've let go of the exes, but you haven't let go of how scary it is to open up to somebody new and what that might mean for you. What will that commitment mean if it works out? Whoa, outcome card here for you. What will it mean if you have now met the love of your life? How is that going to change things up for you? What if this doesn't work out? How scary. You'd have to go through this whole breakup process and the grief all over again for somebody else. That can and will be a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm really feeling some incredibly good love and incredibly good partners showing up. This is what you're afraid of. You're afraid of calling this back in again. You're afraid of somebody showing up and taking all your energy again. You're afraid of losing yourself in somebody or something in a situation and then having to rebuild when it all falls apart. For sure, you still need to heal this, okay? There's still part of this that needs to be resolved. I don't see that you need to call in this karma again. This true love card, this energy, this person is not the same. They are not the same. They're not the same energy. They're not the same karma. They're not the same. Jump. For those of you who haven't called anybody new in yet. Oof. This is why bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, okay? And then underneath this bottom of the deck, getting to know each other. This is new love, and this is why you may block it. Spirit just said you're afraid to lose your freedom. You're afraid to feel trapped with somebody. You're afraid to feel trapped in this again. You're afraid of having to go through this again. Or you're so conscious of what it did to you. Even if it's not fear, there's still some hesitation. Hesitation is okay. But if you really do want this love, right? This is your challenge, but I feel like this person actually is very safe for you. This true love, this intellectual chemistry, this physical chemistry, someone who, Spirit's saying, vibes with you really well. Their energy vibes with you. Their energy vibes without you, okay? There's someone who shows up very healed, very grown, very, very evolved. I feel like you really do want this. I feel like you really do want to give somebody a shot. You may be trying to manifest new love, being unaware that you could be calling it in and then pushing it away. Calling it in and then pushing it away, okay? This is somebody safe. There's somebody worth waiting for, okay? But they're not somebody you go back to. I don't see you going back to anybody. Your final outcome card here being make the effort. Make the effort to continue to heal if this fear, if that's resonating for you, okay? Make the effort to go inward just to check in to make sure you're not holding on to a little fear, even if you're unaware of it, because you think, well, that happened so long ago. Why would I be holding on to that now? Because they really hurt you. Because this wasn't a little bit of heartbreak. This is like being shattered and having to rebuild everything from foundation up. Having to pick yourself up again. I don't see you needing to have this karmic experience again. Unless, of course, you want to manifest this. That fear will manifest this. This fear will also prevent the good ones from coming in. It could also potentially keep you alone and single for a while longer, right? If that fear is there, this person's too healthy to dip their toe into that energy. Or they may dip their toe in and say, like, oh, The water actually can be warmer than this. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until you're ready, or I'm going to wait until I connect to somebody who's fully ready and available for me. Now, you may be having that conversation or that thought around a new partner that you've met. They may be the one guarded because of something that happened in their past. Even they may think that they're completely over it. Someone here feels like they're not. And it's not that they're not over the ex. It's not that there's any lingering ties to anybody, but it's just the experience. It's the fear of having a similar experience happen all over again, having to experience that all over again. It's time to release and surrender that energy. Have a little faith. Jump, because there's really great love for you here this month. This feels like breakthrough energy. Leo season will be very, very kind to you, provided you're not pushing these people away. I'm feeling soul family again for you. Don't be surprised if a very close friend may turn in to a very beautiful love for you. That comes through for some of you. Those of you in committed relationships, does somebody hurt you? Are you choosing to stick it out, but you're unsure if you should be making the effort? Spirit just said someone feels like you are worth waiting for. Like you are worth waiting for a second shot. Are you even going to give that person a second shot if they hurt you, if they were truly deceptive? Could somebody be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and you are very much moving on with your life? If you feel like you're waiting and waiting and waiting because maybe you deceived somebody, I don't know if they're coming back. I see that somebody refuses to look back because they know that it's self-sabotage. I think that that is most likely you. You refuse to look back. You refuse to go there. You refuse to check in on exes. You refuse to even have that thought because you've already made your peace with what is. You are moving forward, but there are some chains. There's some connection preventing you from moving forward all the way, but you certainly have at least one really beautiful soul trying to show up here. But let me circle back to those of you in committed relationships. If somebody's draining you at this time, they need to get some healing. I do feel some legitimate codependence as Pisces, as a water sign. I mean, Pisces are the shamans and the healers of the zodiac, okay? I'm a Pisces moon. I can speak to this as well. Can we often call in people that need to be healed? Yes. But it's important for you, single or not, even if you've been with somebody for a very long time, to recognize that you are not their healer. You are a beautiful mirror for them. You can encourage healing. You can support healing. But you are not meant to call in people on a romantic level to heal them. If they need you to hold space as their healer, charge them for your time. Okay, hear that message. And that may sound really harsh. I mean, you're not going to charge your husband to help them heal. But that's really the message. Spirit is like, but you're not, they need to go seek somebody else that can hold space. Go seek out a shaman or a therapist, or they need to reach out. It's to somebody else. You are not supposed to carry this burden because the lines get blurred and it drains you. If somebody wants to stick it out with you long term, I feel like they have healing they need to do, but they need to do it elsewhere. Okay? Big message for those of you in couple relationships, especially if you are dealing with deceptive energies, with codependent energies. Spirit also said that this may not be your partner, but this is somebody very close to the relationship. Could this be a child? Could this be a family member acting like a child? Is that who this is? A family member acting like a child? So they're being a little deceptive because they are truly codependent, this going hand in hand. Be careful with that, because if it's draining you, then it's draining your relationship and you don't have enough energy left to extend to your partner, okay? But all in all, moving past the deceptive and the codependent energies, that doesn't actually feel terribly dominant unless you choose to get stuck there. I think those of you who've dealt with this, especially in regards to something that happened in the past, you've made your peace. Just recognize that there's some energy still to cleanse around it and give yourself the opportunity to take a healthy leap forward. It's time to move forward. We came into this channeling change. It's time to make change, or some sort of a change. Changes, allow fresh energy in. That very much applies in love here, okay? So don't get stuck in the past, not knowing that there's still a part of you a little bit stuck out of fear. It's time to move forward. Really beautiful results. Okay, Pisces, if you feel like you need more clarity than this, reach out. I'm available for private readings, for energy healing. I'm only taking on emergency readings and emergency healing sessions for a while longer, but I am here if you need me. You can visit my website, UrbanSoulGuruCo, for more information on what it is that I offer. I will be back mid-month for your mid-month love reading, but in the meantime, I'm sending you all so much love, light, and gratitude. I'll see you back there soon. Ciao.